What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today is Tuesday. That means it's time for the weekly Nightfall Strike solo run. And this week, we've got Omnigul again. So this is a long strike for me. This one takes a lot of time because you just have to be so careful in that Omnigul fight. You really don't want to take risks because it can end your strike so quickly. But we're going to go through this one. We're going to do it with a pretty standard set of equipment. And I'll show you that right after I go through the modifiers here. Of course, we've got Epic. We've got Nightfall. We have Angry. Minions of the Darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. This really makes the Knights at the end a pain in the neck to do damage to because it's going to take at least 3 sniper rifle shots to take care of those guys. But since they don't flinch, they're just going to dodge, go get their shield back, come back out, and start firing again. This makes this strike even more difficult than it already was. Juggler, no ammo drops for your equipped weapon. You're going to want to at least be cycling through your weapons on a regular basis to try and get more ammo for the ones you want to use. But definitely bring some heavy ammo and special weapon synthesis as well. Next, we got Void Burn. Void damage from any source is greatly increased. So this is going to help us out quite a bit because there aren't a whole lot of enemies in this strike that do Void. There's some Acolytes toward the end, and there's an Ogre that's actually pretty dangerous if you don't take him out pretty quickly. But for the most part, Void Burn is going to work in our favor. I'm going to show you guys my loadout real quick. I am using a Defender Titan with a Helm of St. 14. The Helm of St. 14 is really only going to come into play at the very end of the strike during the Omnigul battle, and I'll show you guys how I use that effectively. I'm going to be using a Scholar, a Void Damage Scholar. I like this weapon quite a bit, and it does massive damage when Void Burn is turned on, so I really am enjoying this weapon. The Aphrodite Spear, this is a newish Aphrodite Spear that has basically no perks that are going to be super useful, but because it's just such a high damage sniper rifle, I'm going to go ahead and use it because it's a Void Burn. And Truth, because I haven't used the Truth in so long, I thought it'd be fun to bring this thing out, see what it can do. It's a very fun PvP rocket launcher. I haven't gotten a lot of use out of it in PvE, but I think we'll have some fun during the strike here. So that's going to do it. Let's get down to the planet and start this thing up. One of the issues is we've got Juggler. So Juggler is going to be kind of ever-present and on my mind. I'm going to be trying to switch weapons as much as possible. But one of the problems with a sniper rifle and Juggler is that sometimes you make primary ammo very, very far away. So we'll deal with that as it comes. So some of you may be curious, like, what's been going on. I was on a trip last weekend. This weekend, I basically have been going through the process of buying a new car. I talked about that a little bit on the Beastly Thought show this week. But essentially what's going on is I needed to buy a new car. I had a Jeep Wrangler, and it was time to get rid of it. And since I bought that Jeep Wrangler, I basically married into a family. So I needed more of a family-friendly car. Jeep Wrangler, it was a 2-door. In fact, when I brought the Wrangler home, the first thing I did was take the back seat out and bring it down to the basement because I was like, I don't ever need this. I got 2 front seats. What else could I possibly want? And you get a little extra storage space by taking out those back seats. So that's kind of the environment that I lived in, right? It was just very much about simplicity and having fun. Obviously, when you get married and you have children, different things become priorities. I'm really having trouble with these Reaver Captains. And it doesn't help that I keep missing them with the grenades. That helps. See if I can pop them with a... There we go. Once you take out a certain number of the Fallen, the Hive will start spawning in, but it's kind of just about getting those Hive to spawn. I wonder if I can, well, I selected the Truth just because I thought it'd be fun. I'm a little scared to use it, though. Just because it's got grenades and horseshoes. But we should be able to manage. So yeah, got rid of the Wrangler. Kind of a sad day, you know. It was kind of a special car to me. I really enjoyed it. It was something that I wanted for a long time, basically since I was you know, even thinking about being driving age. I always wanted a Jeep Wrangler. They're just a cool car to have. So it was a little sad to get rid of the Wrangler, I'll be honest with you, and I had to start looking at a more family-friendly car. This is going to be boring. And in fact, the car that I ended up with is relatively boring. It was a four-door sedan, which I had never even thought about buying before. But actually, it's pretty nice. You know, it's a fine car. It's weird to even think about. All right, so we got the Shanks spawning in. That means we're getting pretty close. I would like to take out these Shanks pretty quickly, if at all possible. They're not as dangerous as they could be, but because of their shields, they take quite a few shots to take down. So we don't want to get overwhelmed by them. Nice of them to give a little ammo out. That's great. I'd like to take a couple of Shanks down with snipers to generate a little bit. Oh, hello. Coming down here? There's probably at least one more. Alright, let's back off a little here. See if he follows me down. Yep. And he dropped a little ammo for me. That's great. So yeah, bizarre week, right? It's just a bizarre week. Buying a car is kind of a weird process. You think it'd be a lot of fun because you're getting a new car, but really it tends to be just a lot of research and legwork and that kind of thing. So it's not as exciting as you'd like it to be. Gotta love this Scholar. Thing is just a monster. And then the amount of new Destiny news that's been coming out has just been insane. Just incredible. The amount of new information Bungie's given us right now in the approach to the Taken King has been absolutely incredible. And frankly, a lot of fun to kind of watch happen. And so we've been doing a lot of work on the news side on Planet Destiny. And that's been really fun to do because it's just like every day there seems to be something new going on as far as the Taken King's news cycle goes. And I'm really looking forward to just getting that thing out there. Because I think it's going to be a really fun expansion for Destiny. And then tomorrow, so I'm recording this on Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and we've got another Twitch reveal. I believe this one's going to reveal the Dreadnought, right? The patrol areas of the Dreadnought, which I think will be really fun to see. Now, it's going to be, I would assume, relatively spoiler heavy, right? So if you want to go into Taken King just fresh, you're going to want to avoid tomorrow's Twitch reveal of the Dreadnought, obviously. And then probably you're going to want to avoid any videos that people are doing. Because not only does Bungie like to do the reveal itself, but then afterward, YouTubers like me will go through and pick that footage apart. You know, for instance, learning about the sword from last week's reveal. You know, Bungie never really mentioned that sword. That was just, we saw it in the... Oh, see. We saw it in the in the reveal, but Bungie actually never mentioned it. So if it weren't for the YouTubers or eagle-eyed viewers, you know, it wouldn't have made such a big story for the Destiny community. But because so many people saw it, both in the dance cutscene at the end, or the dance scene at the end of the Twitch reveal, and at the in Deege's inventory, people picked it out, saw it, and it ended up being almost as big a story as more vault space, which is cool. Because we're doing void damage, because void damage is the modifier, this is not nearly as dangerous a strike as it has been in the past. We're going to want to watch out for ogres, definitely. There's only one ogre, but we're going to want to watch out for that guy, because he's going to be pretty nasty. But I think that pretty much does it for this room. Got a dreg here. So we should be able to move on to the next room. I'll just pick up a little ammo on my way out. No heavy drop, which is a little bit unfortunate. I do have surplus on my Efreet spear here, but it's not unlocked yet, so I'm hoping that gets actually unlocked kind of during this Nightfall. Don't forget to go by Eris Morn and the bounty tracker guy at the tower to pick up. There's quite a few bounties that you can complete during this week's Nightfall. Get that extra experience, get that extra leveling power for some of the gear that you might not have leveled yet. Something hit me hard. Those shanks came in behind me. Let's back off here for a second, let my health regen. Head back up, and I'll take out these shanks. God, I really do love the Scholar. And that guy dropped heavy, which is really nice. As far as Nightfalls go, this one isn't too bad, to be honest with you. Usually this one just feels like a massive grind to get toward the end, because you have to retreat so often, but because so few of these enemies actually do arc damage, this really isn't too bad. I think we'll get some acolytes toward the end that do arc, and so the ogre is super dangerous right toward the end, because he can kill you very, very quickly. Not arc, I'm sorry, void damage. But this Scholar is just wiping people out. It's a beautiful weapon. I thought about going with the Word of Crota here. I don't think it'd be a bad choice. I thought that since there's so many long-range fights, though, like we're in right now, I thought a scout rifle would be preferable to a hand cannon. I'm gonna lead these shanks right over to the spot here. Take them out without too much trouble. Holtzman digs this quite a bit for PvP. I haven't used it a whole lot in PvP, but I like the gun quite a bit. It has good power. The fire rate just feels good, right? Let's see if we can get a grenade on this guy. Not really. These captains could be kind of a pain in the neck. That was kind of funny because I was shooting at the captain, I missed him, and just happened to hit a headshot of a guy behind him. So yeah, the Taken King, super exciting. You know, I just really am getting ready to play the game. I'm wondering how, like, you guys feel about it. You know, have you heard enough news about the Taken King? Like, are you getting kind of hype overloaded at this point and you're just ready to play? You know, it's weird that they started hyping this thing so hard so early, right? We started basically seeing information and gameplay of the Taken King at E3. And, you know, that's a long time to hype a game, I think. And now, in August, it's been just almost like a constant stream of information about the Taken King. And I wonder if people are getting a little done with the hype, right? Is they just want to, okay, you've explained to me why I want to play this, now let me freaking play it. And kind of that relationship between hype and waiting, I wonder if it's tipping the scales a little too heavy toward the hype train and toward waiting. That guy hurt. Juggler doesn't seem to be doing too much to me here. Although I see that I am getting pretty low on primary. So I should probably start picking some of these guys off with my sniper, just so that when I get out there, we have a little bit of primary ammo to go find. I think we're pretty ready to move forward here. Oh, I see a... One more shot like that, and I would have been dead. I like to kind of take out these dregs that kind of hang out over here and then just start bombing rockets down on all the captains. And I think we're... Whoa, let me get rid of that sniper real quick. Alright, let's rain some void fire down on these guys.
Guardian. Find Omnigul.
Alright, let's get these dregs, clean up the rest of these guys, and we'll move on. Pretty easy so far. Oh, we got one more captain there. I want to take him out. And, you know what? I'll go back and get heavy. I think there's some heavy back here. And then we'll move along. Getting a bit low on primary. Here's some. Nope, that's not primary. That was a light bulb. So we might want to just take a peek down where we're shooting those rockets. Here's some. Yeah, there's a bit down here. Perfect. All right, let's get out of here. You don't have to worry about these dregs too much. They're not going to do really enough damage to kill you. You can run past them. If there are any more of those invisible vandals, you can run past those guys as well. But the next area, that's where the danger, I think, is going to start for this strike. We're going to start running into the hive more. And the acolytes will do some void damage. And, of course, the ogre can kill you very quickly if you're not careful.
Omnigul's only purpose is to usher in Crota's
So, funny
return.
story. I guess you could
If
think
she
it's funny.
lives, our fight against Crota's armies may never end.
Yesterday, I pick up the new car, right? Black, you know, nice paint job, looks good. While I'm picking it up, they're trying to sell me the paint protection package, right? $650 to get the paint protection package. You know, I'm leasing this car, 3-year lease. What do I need paint protection for, right? It's not like, you know, the paint's going to start fading in 3 years. I'll be turning in the lease in 3 years and be done with the car. I don't need paint protection package. So my other job is as a photographer. And after I pick up the car, I went to do a photo shoot.
Omnigul.
On the way home from the photo shoot, a rock kicks up on the highway and nails the car, puts a big ding in the paint. I'm like, ah, damn it. I should have bought the paint protection package. First day out with the car. It's a big old ding, too. Right through the paint. You can see the metal below it. Nice little dent, too, where the rock hit the hood. And it's, like, right in the middle of the hood. So you can't miss it. Like, your eyes are just, like, attracted to it. Mine are. It's ridiculous. Of all the times not to get, you know, sold the, what most would consider a pretty useless thing, right? Paint protection package. I thought it was just a complete waste of money. Why would I do that? Freaking, on the way home, I get dinged. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right, so now we've got to start to fight. Let's get rid of this thrall. I'm embarrassed to count how many times that thrall has killed me. And we got the wizards. If you're lucky, you can take these wizards out pretty quickly with rockets. I hit the thrall, and the combination of the thrall and the rocket, it looks like, took out that. Alright, before I go after Omnigul, I want to take out this knight. Felt like most of those shots should have been headshots. I'm not sure why they weren't. Let's reload the rocket launcher. Okay. This is kind of a natural pause, because you got to do damage to her to start the next wave of enemies. Let's see what we can do. Once she screams, there we go. Alright, we're just waiting for that ogre to spawn in here. Got him. Truth is doing some work, I'll tell you. It's not a bad rocket launcher when Void Burn is turned on. Take out these knights. They shouldn't cause you much trouble. Alright, we're going to back off because they're approaching pretty quickly. Ah! The only thing I don't like about my Void Effort Eats is that it's got a 6-round magazine, which drives me crazy. Because I'm so used to the 6-round one I have on my arc damage one. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. Start taking out those Ascendant Knights up there. When arc damage is the burn on this hill can be a real pain in the neck. But these guys aren't doing a whole lot of damage. I'll wait for that shield to go and pop him in the face. There's probably a couple acolytes up here that have got arc rockets. Oh, we still got a cursed thrall too. See if I can place a grenade right. Alright, that pretty much does it for this area. Now we're going to start the Omnigul fight. It should spawn in a few enemies that come around the corner at me here. Maybe not. First priority is going to be these acolytes doing the void damage. If you ignore them, they can kill you. They're not super dangerous, but if you're focused on a knight and taking damage from the knight and those things are shooting at you from the side, you can get burnt down pretty quickly. Alright, so I'm really concerned about the two knights on that side of the room. That's what my main focus is going to be. If this guy starts doing this, like just shooting in here constantly, go over here, shoot at the wall, and he'll kind of get distracted. Surround sound headset just held me out. That's how I knew that thrall was coming up from my right-hand side. Alright, let's start worrying about these knights over here. There we go. He dropped some heavy, too. Alright, that actually reminded me, I want to pop a heavy synth. Get that timer working in my favor. This guy is going to hide until his shield regens, which is what makes these knights so annoying. I'd like to take him out before I start doing damage to Omnigul. There he is. There he goes. The one nice thing about arc burn on this is that you can take those guys out in 2 shots, 2 headshots. It seems when any other burn is involved, it takes 3 shots because you don't do as much damage against their arc shielding. There he goes. Come on, buddy. Come on back. He's just dodging like every time. There, we might be able to get him here. Ah, if I hadn't missed, maybe. See if I can weed him out with a grenade. Ah, that's a bad nade. Alright, well, I guess I gotta leave that guy there because it's just gonna take forever to get him out of there. So what I like to do is I like to drop a blinding bubble right in front of this doorway. That way I can focus on what's out here without having to worry about cursed thralls coming behind me. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on Omnigul with a rocket launcher, take as many shots as I feel like I safely can, and get out of dodge. I use grenades and horseshoes to my advantage. If I can't get a line of sight on her, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to try and get close to her. I'd like to get one more shot off. Let's do that. Alright, I'm backing off. And we got a whole new round of baddies. And then by killing this round of baddies, I should have enough super to put another shield up right there. Pop these guys down. There we go. Getting there. God, that guy's annoying. The knights are just rough to deal with. But you have to deal with them. There is another knight up here, so we're not going to use that doorway anymore. Oh, that was nice. A little heavy. That kind of reminded me to switch over, kill some guys with my sniper rifle, try and make some primary ammo. Alright, I'm backing off. So I've only got 2 rockets. I don't expect I'm gonna get a whole lot more. So I'm gonna, hopefully my 5-minute timer's up. Yeah. And I want to start that timer again as soon as possible so that I don't have to be waiting on it when it's time to do damage to Omnigul. There are more acolytes, it looks like. I need to worry about the knight over here. That's a bad nade. I really want to take out that knight that's across the room. He's just hidden enough over there. If I can poke a grenade back there, I might be able to take this guy out without much of a problem, but he is being super annoying. There we go. Got him. Oh, we got another knight come in. Come on out. Alright, I think it's about time to start on Omnigul herself. Let's pop our bubble. And rockets away. Refresh on my shield. Didn't get as much damage done there as I would have liked to be honest with you. That's part of what makes this strike so long, is that you just have to be so careful in this boss fight. But if we need to fast forward in the final viewing, we can. Final version of this, we can. Scholar just does work though, man. It's a great gun. This might be one of my favorite weapons that I've gotten out of a out of Mercury, out of the lighthouse. It does work. My solar hand cannon, the Solar Jewel of Osiris, is great too. But this thing is impressive to say the least. Peek any of those guys through there. There we go. I'm backing off. I don't want to use my super to get me out of trouble, because I really want it to protect me from that door. So I'm just going to back off when I get in trouble. I got a little heavy there. God, there's a ton of heavy out there. I don't know if I'll go out there and get it or not, though. I got 5. I might be able to do a pretty good round of damage on Omnigul with those 5. And not really have to worry about using a synth right now. Omnigul's about half dead, which is good. Kind of want to get these other 2 wizards out of here. I'm not even sure if there's 2 of them or 1 of them. I think there's 2. And I am out of primary, which is kind of a bummer. So I think that's going to force my hand. I'm going to have to go out there and do some damage. So I'll pop my bubble, start firing some rockets. Hopefully those other 2 witches will get killed in kind of the blast of my rockets. Whoa. Let's get some shield here. Just a miss. Alright. She hasn't screamed yet. I got an opportunity to go get some rockets. I'm going to take it. I do want to make sure she screams before my bubble goes away, though. Alright, my bubble's gone, and that's a bad thing. I'm going to have to be ultra diligent watching my radar here. Ah, I keep missing her. There we go. Alright, we're backing off. No primary. God damn it. I'm going to have to snipe these guys as they come out. Please drop some primary. I'd really appreciate it. How did I miss that punch? It's ridiculous. God, I hate these 3-shot snipers. There we go. Got her. I'm in a pretty rough ammo situation here, though. That helps. Alright, should be able to do some work with this ammo. A little heavy. Man, there's a lot of stuff shooting at me right now. I got 9 shots left with the primary. No sniper rifle shots. 1 rocket. 0 rockets. Alright, let's see if we can make this work for us. Definitely got to use a synth here. So let's do that now so we can get that timer kicking off. I don't see much of anything else out here, so I'm going to try and get a little damage on her again. Pop our bubble. Where is she? There she is. Alright. I'm gonna back off. These cursed thralls came out. I'm just gonna take care of these guys. I don't want them. I don't want my bubble going away and explode. These guys exploding behind me. So I'm just gonna take them out. If I have to wait on another bubble, I'll do that. I'd rather wait on another bubble than die at this point in the strike. So late in the strike, it'd just be a really awful way to die. Did we kill her? No, I think we earned 9,000 points. So I think we may have an opportunity here. She's pretty low on health. if I can time this right, I might be able to burn her before the next wave comes out. Yeah, she's really low on health. So I don't know how close I am to a heavy synth here. But if I'm somewhat close, a minute away, we may have a good opportunity to actually kill her here. Which I'd like to take advantage of, but I'm not going to risk the whole strike on it. I know there's another knight around somewhere. It might just be that one up there. Since I'm going to be using... That's not going to get him, I don't think. I was thinking I could maybe shoot some rockets up there and take out that knight, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do enough splash damage without hitting him pretty directly here. So we got 36 seconds left. And hopefully that will do it. I'm all supered up, so I'm in good shape. So it's just a waiting game for this heavy ammo to pop again. 18 seconds. 18 seconds. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we can burn her out right now. I'm going to put my bubble a little closer to me, just to make sure I don't die. I think right about here. I still want to cover this entrance, just in case I'm not able to burn her. Let's give this a shot. I don't see her. Ah, this isn't going to work, I don't think. That's too bad. I would have liked to be able to burn her right there, but I lost sight of her. And wasn't able to get it done. And now there's too many ads out, so I'm going to have to wait for these ads. That did not work out the way I wanted it to, but what are you going to do? I have to fight through another wave of ads. If I had two people there, it probably would have happened. But just doing solo damage, I lost sight of her for just long enough that I wasn't able to get it done. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I am stuck on something. Get me out of here. That would have sucked to die right there. Alright. When it starts getting a little too hairy over there, just fire a couple rounds. Pretty much will take the focus off of you. The wizards are doing so much. They're putting down so much fire that it's actually hard to see through it, making it very difficult to actually see what I'm shooting at down there. That little acolyte just saved that knight's life. That pisses me off. There he is again. Can't see him, though. That's the problem. I think I might have just hit him with a grenade. There he is. And I am quickly running out of ammo again. Good God. And I feel like I'm going to waste all my ammo for trying to, in vain, to take out these knights. God. I'm not worried about using up heavy ammo because I can just regen it. I can just use the synth to get it back. I am worried about primary ammo. That was nice. That helped a lot. Got two primaries out of that one. Got another knight out here. Distract them a little bit so we can actually get some damage done. This is really the reason I don't love this strike, is because it just feels so slow-paced, right? A lot of the other strikes feel fun and fast-paced. This one just feels like an absolute grind to me. Even if you're doing it with 3 people, it's just not one of my favorites. See if we can distract that wizard that's shooting over here.
The agents of Crota's
Oh, no shit, I killed her. That's kind of funny.
But you,
Man, I really didn't need much damage on her. I think I shot 2 rockets in her general vicinity. I wasn't even really aiming at her. I was aiming at the other witches, just trying to clear my path out. Well, that's great. That was a long strike. We almost hit the 1 hour mark. I'm definitely going to be cutting some of this out, or at least fast forwarding it, because that is a long strike. It just takes a long time to do this one. It feels so grindy, but hopefully we got a cool reward. Let's see what we got. I was not able to get my Ephrodite Spear all the way maxed out. 390 kills and no backup plans. So 101 or 107 strength. We'll see. Well, how does that compare to the ones I already have? I don't really use these too often. But if it's a better roll than what I've already got, I'll keep it. If not, I'll delete it and move on with my day. But man, that is a long strike. A long strike. Let's see here. Let's compare these. Oh, it's going to be at the tower. Hold on. I'll go to the tower. Let's see. This was... Nope. So they're going to get deleted. These are the old ones. 117. It's 10 more strength. And as you can see, these ones aren't even fully upgraded yet. So I'll probably be deleting the no backup plans. I'll get an exotic shard out of it. No big deal. Tough strike, though. It's just a long, drawn-out strike. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.